Julian Washington's case went to the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council in England, Bermuda's highest court of appeal. As I've pointed out before, the Privy Council is the highest court of appeal for several Caribbean countries. Dr. Krane raised 8 points, 8 problems that he saw with the evidence against Julian Washington, and the Privy Council discussed all 8 points. Here's Dr. Krane talking about one of them.
One of the things that was really quite remarkable about the Julian Washington case, though, was what I described in my statements and as what I think it's simply understood as a suspect-centric interpretation. And what that means in somewhat simpler language is that the test results from the evidence sample in the case were interpreted by people who used Julian Washington's own reference DNA profile to determine what it is they were seeing in the evidence. It's like the opposite of blind testing. You know, what you want for a good objective test, for it to be scientific and objective, is you want the object to speak for itself. You want to be, and the voice of the object to be the same, regardless of who the suspect is that's being evaluated. And yet what was happening in Julian Washington's case is that on the one hand, they were holding up the test results and they're saying, gee, I'm not quite sure if there's DNA that says this or it says that. Oh, here, let's look to see what Julian Washington's DNA profile is. That will help us to determine if what we're seeing in the evidence is a signal or if it's an artifact or some other kind of noise. From a statistician's perspective, statisticians have all sorts of cool analogies. They would say that what was being done is the laboratory was painting a target around the arrow, right? And it's good imagery, right? You shoot an arrow at the side of a barn and then you come and you paint the bullseye around it and say, look at that, it's a perfect hit. Whereas we shouldn't be that impressed given the way that the target got applied to the barn.
But